Welcome back to World Warships with your host, Brad TC. Today, we're in a division with Chuck in the mighty Tier 4 U.S. destroyer, the Clemson. We're on the ocean map, and it's a Tier 5 fight. The Clemson, good little gunboat. As is fairly typical on the beginning of the ocean map, first thing I'm going to do is dash out to the cap point right in front of me and try and grab it. A lot of people hate the ocean map. Particularly when they're in a U.S. destroyer, where the low-tier destroyers, the detection range or detectability range of the destroyer is somewhat shorter than the torpedo range, which is, the main armament of a destroyer. It's the capital ship-killing weapon. I've actually kind of grown to like the ocean map. It's strictly a matter of keeping an eye on your detection range. And the added range circles on the mini-map now make that so much easier. So we get into A and we start capping. Still haven't spotted any enemy anywhere near us. See their airplanes, make sure they're not too close to us. The thing I like about the ocean map, you can just turn and run anytime. There's no islands to run into. You're not going to run aground. All right, there's A. Taking a look, seeing the enemy. And the enemy's shooting out here. He's just burning rounds in because he knows somebody's in the capture circle. I mean, he doesn't detect me or anything. He's just hoping maybe to get a lucky hit. And while I'm stooging around in here, I look over. There's nobody in B. Eventually, I'm going to decide, originally I was going to work my way to the western side and try and sidle up to somebody, but no, it's a little crowded over here. Looks like the enemy is making their main effort over here, and I don't want to be the lead guy going in for all of that. That's just too much. When you're in a U.S. destroyer, yeah, you want to charge ahead, spot the enemy, grab cap circles and all that, but what you don't want to do is engage. The enemy team, we've got two destroyers, both Chuck and I in the Clemson. The enemy team only has one. Ordinarily, what you see in a lot of matches, particularly matches with a lot of destroyers, is you rush forward to grab a cap circle, it's contested, you get into a knife fight with the enemy destroyers, there's torpedoes everywhere and gunfire, and the enemy cruisers burn you to the waterline and sink you. Well, I don't want to do that. I've done my job, I've grabbed the cap, I've identified and spotted the enemy. It's time to head over and motor towards B. If the enemy's not going to grab B, I'll make a move for it. Chuck is having a bit of an issue here. He did accidentally stray into detection range, so we're going to give him a little support. We launched these torpedoes well out of range. However, the enemy is closing towards us at, 20-something knots. Maybe he will close the range. Got to help a division mate, break cover, be detected, start taking on the enemy. Enemy dodges Chuck's torpedoes with no problems. I'm taking a shot at him. This is I believe it's a Tenryu light cruiser. So I'm actually firing armor piercing just to see what kind of effects I'm getting. And as an added bonus, he turns into my torpedo spread and goes down. All right, we're out of the C point, or out of the A point, excuse me, and we're heading towards B. And we're still detected. Who could be detecting us? That's a little unusual. I didn't think I was in detection range anybody, so I'm taking a look. Is that it? No. That's it. There's the St. Louis. That's who has me detected. Just as an experiment here, I'm firing AP, and you can tell in the 058 patch, they greatly changed the color of the AP and the HE rounds to make it easier to tell which one you're firing. Ordinarily, you don't see U.S. destroyers firing armor piercing at anything. But take a look. I'm getting some good damage here. Not terribly consistent, but some. And when it does hit, well, it does quite a bit of damage. So I figure I'm up against St. Louis. There's a very good chance I'm just going to get burned to the waterline anyway. Then I noticed something very odd. He's firing armor piercing at me, which, yeah, I'm taking damage, but I'm not taking a lot, and I'm not getting set on fire, which is a huge problem for a destroyer. So yeah, I'm just going to cruise along here and engage in a gunfight with him. I'm not even bothering trying to get my torpedoes out at him. I'm just having fun. I'm taking a little damage. losing some health. But you'll notice it's not this guy that actually does all the damage to me. Goodbye. It's this. Look at that. That guy back there is putting the hurt on me. And he set me on fire. So burn the repair, pop the smoke. And we're going to finish Captain B here in a little bit. Unfortunately, while this was going on, Chuck got pinned down by some cruisers and erased. I tried to help him. I got the 10 review for him. Couldn't save him from everybody else, though. So here I am, low health, middle of the map, no concealment. Well, I've got my smoke screen going. And I'm just going to go ahead and cap. And for a little while, I'm going to avoid engaging anybody. I don't want to... There we go, we got the cap. I don't want to deal with anybody. It's only going to take one good broadside to take me out. So what to do, what to do, what to do? Well, first thing, just try and stay alive. Second, take a look, see what we can do to support our team. There's nobody in the C circle. Okay, I'm not detected. It's right over there. There's one guy up there in the northeast corner of the map. That's the only enemy around anywhere. He's well out of detection range. So yeah, I'm going to go pop into the cap circle. That's what you do. That's how you farm XP. That's how you help your team. All right? Just motor along. Keep an eye out. Try not to be detected by anybody. And away we go. We're in the cap circle. And you'll notice while I've been motoring along, the enemy did go ahead and grab A, and they've started to grab B again. So grabbing C was important. We want to, keep generating points. Take a look around, make sure nobody's sneaking up on me or anything. Looks like that guy in the northwest got smacked down. As soon as I get this, I'm going to turn around and go back towards B. Seems our teammate one of our teammates has already recaptured B. But let's get back down towards the fight. We don't want to go charging in and do anything stupid, but we want to at least be close enough to be able to influence events. So it's essentially, wait a minute. It's a carrier fight. Where is their carrier? Let's go looking for him. He's got to be over here somewhere. So it's going to take a little while to motor along. The Clemson is essentially the same thing as the Wickes, but whereas the Wickes had 4 4-inch mounts in single mounts, the Clemson has 4 twin 4-inch mounts. So essentially you doubled the gunfire power. And it was a one-off. It really did have that arrangement, but as best as I can recall, it was the only one of the flush deckers that had that armament. But in the game, it's really good for fighting other destroyers. As long as you don't get too close to get torpedoed, you have a very good gunfire superiority against any other Tier 4 destroyer in the game. You start going up against Soviet Tier 5 destroyers, you run into issues. So, yeah, the guns, they're only 4-inch guns, and the Soviet destroyers have bigger guns. The Japanese destroyers have bigger guns. But your rate of fire and the number of barrels on the Clemson just make it really good for destroyer hunting. It's always been one of my favorite destroyers to drive around in. Terrible torpedoes, but what are you going to do? That's just how it goes. All right, we've spotted the enemy carrier, and we're not detected, so we're going to wait a little while before we start engaging. In fact, he's still out of gun range, but we're just going to motor towards him as quickly as we can. Keep an eye on those torpedo bombers, make sure we don't stray into visual detection range any sooner than we have to. And it looks like, yeah, the range is opening on the torpedo bomber, so we're good there. And trying to get good intercept course here. Unlike most carrier drivers, this guy's actually using his engines and moving. All right. Had AP loaded. Got it Citadel. Didn't do much. It's, they're 4-inch guns. They don't do a heck of a lot. But eventually we're going to remember to turn over to high explosives. It's going to take us a little while to remember that. Carrier's actually maneuvering. Not much, but enough to throw off my aim. Oh yeah, let's try and set the flight deck on fire. Interesting, did you notice? This is the Bogue, which, had a wooden flight deck. I actually just ricocheted 2 rounds. Okay, another Citadel and a fire. Excellent. Uses his damage control ability. Gets his torpedo bombers off. Going to be watching those very closely here. Get a fire started. And you'll notice I keep shooting at them, but mostly what I'm doing is watching the torpedo bombers. They are an existential threat to me right now. So I really don't want to be dealing with them. And I'm not about to take my eye off of them. I should be setting up for a torpedo attack, but no, I'm busy. I know they're coming in. Where's the drop? Where's the drop? There it is. Okay, we're good. All right. Turn, turn, turn. Ah! Yeah, we dodge them. And immediately turn back, start shooting at the enemy carrier again. His flight deck's burning, so the torpedo bombers can't land. I don't have to worry about any more attacks coming in. Going to launch torpedoes. He's actually going to outrun them. I was right at the range limit of my torpedoes. No problem. We'll just keep shooting at them. Close the range and try and get in range for a better torpedo attack. Another Citadel. It's relatively easy to score Citadel hits with HE on a carrier. His fires finally burned themselves out, so his torpedo bombers did manage to get back on board. So we are trying desperately to set another fire on him. Somebody else is shooting at him, and you'd think I'd have this one. No, somebody else got the kill. Still, not bad. Had fun hunting them down. Take a look around, assess the situation, see what's going on. We're winning very handily on points, and we have a slight edge in ships. They've got 5, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, we're doing better on ships than I thought. I am going to make a serious tactical error here very shortly. I'm kind of stooging around. I'm looking, and I figure, you know what? Let's go grab A. Go ahead and win on points. We're at 885. We're actually going to get extremely close to winning when I screw up. And somebody else screws up too. I don't exactly know what happens, but we get oh so close to actually winning on points. And I guess we lose a ship or something in here. And I'm detected by air. I've got my anti-aircraft guns on. I don't really care. Nobody's paying attention to me right now, so trying to pick off one of the fighters that has me detected. I mean, I'm detected. I might as well shoot at him. And then I decided, well, the fighters are moving out of range. Turn off the guns. Go stealth mode. Go for A. Try and cap again. I've already capped 3 times, and you'll notice each one was a cap. It wasn't just assist in the capture. And then I get a little greedy. Here we are. We're at 975, and I open fire on this. What is this? A New York? Yeah. I'm just going for XP here now. Unfortunately, and I thought this would be an easy kill, either for me or one of my teammates. Unfortunately, and somehow, there we are, we're losing points again. The BD decides he's going to shoot at me, and really, I had so little health, it was easy to kill me. That actually gave them, we lost like 3 ships there in the space of just a couple of minutes. So, I actually endangered the team. We went back down to 900-something points, 916 I think it was when I sunk. But we do have 2 out of 3 capture points. We're earning points faster than them. I was a little surprised. It looks like maybe one of the enemy ships is trying to get into B to slow down the points. But no, they're not really trying. So basically, at this point, all we have to do is avoid losing any ships, and it's a sure thing for us to win. So we had a pretty good game here. Not a perfect game. As you can see, we made some mistakes. We spent far too much time tangling with the St. Louis when we should have just been bugging out. And we stupidly opened fire there at the end at the New York. But still, we ended up winning this one, and a good result, not a great result. 197,000 credits, almost 4,000 XP, 697 free XP. Got the first blood award, 51,000 damage, 80, what is that, 92 gun hits? Only one torpedo hit, 3 caps. Came in top of the team. Guys, if I'm on the top of your team, it's a crappy team. Still, that's 1,500 base XP, not too bad. Sank a Karlsruhe, sank a St. Louis, almost got the Bogue, and farmed a little damage on the New York. All in all, a fun game. That's it for this episode, and look forward to seeing you again soon.